right, welcome back to the Path Podcast. This is episode 5. We're kind of just talking today. We don't have any set plan, no real topics, but as you can see from the YouTube video title, we figured out a topic.
Figure it out later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later. But yeah, no. So I guess we'll figure something out. I'm too tired for this.
I was gonna let you just keep going, man. Honestly,
well, you saw me
seemed like you were. Well, yeah, I know, but I didn't feel like throwing you a life raft for that.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
It just sink or swim sort of thing.
Yeah. So am I like treading water or am I sinking?
I think you're getting there.
Okay. Good.
Now you got to think of a conversation starter.
Yeah. I mean, this is a good conversation starter.
It's
The Titanic.
The movie?
Yeah. Life preserver. You just threw me a life.
Oh, like
yeah.
What's that? Leonardo DiCaprio's character, Jack.
Jack.
Mm.
Yeah. Come on, that's a classic scene. The Hold Me Jack scene.
Where she's got her hands up.
Yeah. She's flying. Do you think we should get some topics to talk about? Because it's just gonna be a genuine conversation if we keep doing this.
Yeah,
it's fine with me, honestly.
Just keep her riffing, honestly. What if we just try out a genuine conversation and then
We could do that.
it'll like interweave with the content. Like if I think of something, I'll try to pull it in.
Grab it.
Yeah.
Actually, the Path sign came in last week, the neon sign, so it'll be a whole new setup. I am thinking about like the grass right here as like the backdrop, because I did put the sign on just the brown backdrop right here, and it looked like
Really?
Yeah, so I think it does need some contrast.
Okay.
So I'm gonna buy that. But yeah, no, it came all the way from Shanghai.
China.
Yeah, it took like
Got that tariff on that too.
Yeah, it was actually not that bad. It was 296, I think, for that sign, which is actually pretty steep now I'm thinking about it. It's only like 20 inches by 20 inches. It's like this big.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's here, so we're gonna use it because you can't return it.
Trying to take it back.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look bad or anything. It's just I wish I had the option to return it.
Yeah.
You know? Like no returns. Okay, whatever. But they did send me a $50 credit for their store.
For just in general.
Yeah, it's like a gift card. They said if you refer someone, we'll give you another $50 credit. I'm like, I just bought a $300 sign. I don't need another sign. Like,
Is that drop shipping?
that was a real company here in OP. They just outsourced the labor to China.
Is it drop shipping?
No.
No?
No.
They just outsource the labor. Isn't that what drop shipping
They're
is?
a partner. No, they're a partner with the. No, it's not drop shipping.
Drop shipping is where you take a good, or it could be like white labeling, and then you outsource the production of it and you ship it straight from China to like somewhere in the U.S.
That's just basic manufacturing and
Yeah,
shipping.
that's what we call
But
it.
this is-
Drop shipping or white labeling.
These are custom items though. So I sent in my design. They customized it, gave me a couple options.
Oh,
and
like
then-
ship from China or
No, like
It's-
here, based in the United States, they had their team draw some mock-ups of a potential design when I sent our logo in,
oh,
and then they sent that over to China.
okay.
Yeah, they're playing China.
I'd love to see the inner workings of that. If that's actually how that works, or if it's just like an AI that spits out the stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause you can pretty much automatize.
Yeah, no, the render they sent me looked AI generated.
Yeah.
It did. Well, first of all, it doesn't look like the sign at all.
Oh, really?
It doesn't look at it. You can look at it after this, but it doesn't look like it. But yeah, no, it did look AI generated. You have to assume everything is now, right?
Mhm.
Like there's that AI software that like it reads your face, your voice, and it spits out like what you would have said, just like an image of you actually talking about like whatever. It's like a deep fake. But people are using that for content creation now.
Yeah, I tried my hand at that.
Did you?
Well, Hagen, it's a type of
That's
AI
right.
software. Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that so much.
Well,
Actually, I just connected with someone on LinkedIn. It's an AI account.
Mhm.
So
yeah, my buddy over in
It's-
France did that.
it's an AI like picture of this girl, and all of it is like
It's AI
AI
generated.
content, and she gets like 500 or 500 like reactions every post. So she doesn't even have to do anything. Like, make me a post on this topic, spits it out.
Yep.
Insane.
Yeah, you can do like a MCP server or something, or even like a basic workflow just for all the LinkedIn stuff. But then it's gonna be like, okay, it's gonna be like Instagram in a way where like you don't know what's really like AI generated anymore.
Or like
Especially when we
original.
got into that, what was it? When we were creating all those YouTube shorts like 6 months ago,
Mhm.
and my entire feed was just like the 3-second clip where you just have like the white letters on it.
Oh yeah, I hate those clips, dude.
Yeah.
If anyone saw that on our Instagram, sorry,
Yeah.
we'll take it down one day.
The-
It was darker
we got some
times.
views though on that.
We did. I don't
We were
know
just
who's liking
chasing
that.
it.
We actually have solid,
Some other bots were.
we have solid content of us talking, and someone's liking a 3-second video of like, don't give up.
It's like a plane flying in the air, flying to
Yeah.
success.
Yeah.
Or something like that. It was some bad.
Yeah, no, that's, oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, speaking of AI, I'm excited about the new product, the Path Protocol, where it's literally Path's AI that knows everything about Path, and it's just an extension of what we would have said to someone. Like it's learning from Path's ideals. Our Path AI.
Yes. There's the Path Protocol, and then there's the Path MCP server.
Mhm.
So the Path Protocol is like, it's an all-encompassing like 30-day regimen, right? So in addition to like working out, eating healthy, there's also like fixing your circadian biology, getting good sleep, like learning to decrease alcohol consumption, like journaling, figuring out what you actually want to do, building businesses, building brands, that sort of thing. And it's like an all-encompassing thing where we integrate prompts, because I think at Path, what we need to do is we have to shift with the ages. I think we need to become like an AI first company where instead of, in addition to creating like one size fits all, because some people just like that. They like stuff that says, okay, this worked for me. If it worked for you, then it worked for me.
Mhm.
And we have that. But then also if it's like, if I'm going to create a 30-day regimen for you, I have, well, you being a stranger, I have no idea where you are, where you're going, what type of like injuries do you have right now.
So then the customer talks to the
Yeah,
the
exactly.
bot.
And so like we could, and then that pulls into the MCP server, but just to wrap up the 30-day protocol, it's like we're giving you the prompts in order for you to have a conversation with the AI to give you your own personalized thing that is built just for you.
Based on Pat's pillars and ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Based
okay.
on, yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
what I
then,
thought.
and then that's why, because I was like, okay, we can create a regimen, and we do have those. Like we have the beginner, intermediate, and advanced.
And then
If you want
functional.
something just to, yeah. But if you were like, okay, maybe that's not sort of my style, or maybe you're just starting out, or maybe you're a little bit too advanced, or maybe you don't like the style that we do, you just want to do bodybuilding, then we're giving you like the tools in order to be like, okay, what's the best route for you? And then we also just, for like the health portion, I think a big thing with that was, it's the same thing. It's like, you don't like carnivore. I could do carnivore. Like and that's just two people. Imagine like thousands and thousands of people. So let's just create a sort of like framework instead of creating a law and guideline, right?
Yeah.
And so what we did was we did like a list of like the best unprocessed foods that you could have, and that's just like a reference. But then also we gave you a prompt where you talk with the AI, and it's like, okay, where are you at? Because it's easy for me to say, okay, just eat totally unprocessed foods. But what if you're coming from a place where you're completely unhealthy, where you just eat like
It's a daily
bungles
occurrence.
all day? Yeah, exactly. It's a much harder situation for me to tell them to do that,
Right.
as opposed to me to tell you, okay, you know what?
Yeah, because then that person needs their own special.
Moving forward, I think that's where the industry is headed, because even with the protocol, it's like you can have that conversation with the AI and give it so many more different tools. And so giving that 30-day regimen where it's completely personalized to you, and we're just giving like the foundational knowledge to kind of give you the architecture for how it should be formed. I think it's really good. And we're giving you like the basic tenets, right? It's like, that's what people want. It's like, okay, if you really just want to follow it word for word, then you can follow word for word, and you can buy one of the programs, because we have a diet and we also have the fitness programs. But if you want to do your own way, we're giving you the tools to do that as well, because one size does not fit all.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah.
And us building those beginner, intermediate, and advanced, we were at all those levels too. So that was always in the back of our mind. What wouldn't we do in our beginning stages?
Yeah.
We'll put that in intermediate. And then what wouldn't we do in intermediate? We put that in advanced.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we'll never ask someone to do something on those programs that we wouldn't do personally when
Yeah.
we were at those levels.
Yeah.
So that's something really cool about those programs.
And then MCP, which is Model Context Protocol, which is essentially giving the AI a tool So it's allowing it to go search for on a server and be like, okay, what extra tools do I have access to? So it can be anywhere from like searching the internet to searching databases to creating databases to with an Excel file. But like with the Path MCP server, we're essentially creating the rubric where we're creating a bunch of tools. So all you have to do is just connect to the MCP with I'm doing it mainly with Claude right now, but all you have to do is just put it into like a little JSON, or eventually it's going to be a point where you can click it and just click interaction.
Yeah.
And you can be like, hey, so I want to create a functional bodybuilding fitness program. And what it'll do is it'll search in the tools that it has. That was Mexican food. It was really good. It's like Taco Naco.
Oh, what is that?
Taco Naco.
I've never heard
It's
of it.
really good. I got the Lucky's XL burrito.
What's in it?
I don't remember. Yeah, I got steak.
Nice.
So it was like steak, rice, I think cilantro, beans, smothered in queso.
Absolutely.
It
Burrito's
was-
not a burrito without the queso.
Oh, dude, and it was like massive too.
That's awesome.
So it was, yeah, but I also had
I want Mexican food now.
yeah, I had Jose Peppers for lunch too because I was out with Ulysses on a business meeting with his
Okay.
investor.
Yeah. You guys went to Jose Peppers? Did you see
Nice.
Sammy?
Nah, it was the one off of take 435 North. It's out there,
Oh yeah, there's one.
but yeah, MCP protocol.
We can switch topics, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but essentially the goal of this is to give like people access to a bunch of different tools like the protocol, but just under this MCP server where it'll give the AI the opportunity to use this. So it'll give them to create workouts. And the one thing I'm building right now is an AI course generator. So using the tenets from Path, you can be like, hey, I want to learn Python programming for finance or something like that. And what it'll do, it'll use the frameworks inside the Path MCP server to create some of the main tenets that we wanted to kind of propose is that power law, I think it's timeline wise. So being able to get the most amount of information in the least amount of time and being able to leverage your time correctly. Cause it's like in college, most of those classes that we take, you're just being like edged along the entire time, right? It's like you're not
very
really
thorough.
Yeah, exactly. It's very thorough, but there's a lot of information that's just fluff. That is good for building like a holistic knowledge. But what if you're just trying to learn the topic and kind of move forward and just take out the essence of it? And that's kind of what the protocols that we kind of built in there, and real world scenarios. So building, I guess I would say like real world projects. So doing projects that you can immediately turn into the real world. Be like, hey, I created this. So it's either like, maybe you for that coding example, like you take a product, you put it on like GitHub, or you create like a project list, or maybe for a workout plan, you use it to create a workout plan that you then like the culmination is you build into something that you do to work out.
Yeah.
And so we're obviously like in the pretty MVP stages. Like I just got the MCP server set up, so you just download it, and then you're like, hey, I want to do this, and it'll like prompt you for tool settings. But we're eventually going to build that out into a massive tool set to where you just plug it into your ChatGPT model, and then you can have a conversation with it, and then it'll use the AI tools to build something for you with the Path foundations.
And going back to my classes in college, I love this idea from the get-go because it's so fast-tracked. And that's why I have so much respect for like online college schools, because it's just so quick. Like you'll finish what you can do in a year in like a semester.
I think that there's a shift happening now, and I heard it at this, it's called All In Summit, where it's like these venture capitalists put on this event that was basically illustrating where the next 6 months, year, 5 years of AI is going to go. And there were some examples where companies now are just using AI to teach people right off the street. Like they take a factory worker, put them in there, and they teach them everything he needs to know in a month or two, like a third of the time necessary in order to prep for the job, because AI is personalized to that learning.
Yeah.
And they can train on data within the company itself.
That's crazy.
And so it's changing the dynamic of, okay, do you actually need college? Because these people may or may not have college, but they're getting really good salaries. And that's one of the things with the tariffs.
Are those more blue collar jobs or white collar jobs that they're mentioning?
So with the tariffs coming in, the manufacturing jobs coming back to the US aren't the same manufacturing jobs that left. So the ones coming in are going to be AI integrated manufacturing plants. So you're going to have robots working alongside humans in order to create these sorts of projects. So it'd be like a manufacturing plant and then an AI plant. Because like I think companies are gonna have their manufacturing that they create, and then they're gonna have the AI models. Like Tesla has this. They have their massive plant that they just they got like a $16 billion deal with IBM. Was it IBM or Intel? One of the two.
Yeah.
Or someone completely else. I could be totally wrong. But
Fact check this bit.
but they have like these chips that they just signed this big ass contract, and they're going to create like a fab factory and an AI factory is what they're calling them. And so it's changing the dynamic of whether, okay, so do people actually need to go to college, or can they just do a trade right out of high school? And then you've seen things like this. I think it's, God, I need to really double check my facts. I think it's Peter Diamandis, or I think it's Palantir.
Still don't know.
Okay. But essentially, it's like they have like these sorts of challenges, or they had different ways of onboarding like new employees, where essentially instead of sending them to college, they like work as they're learning. And especially if you think about doing it in a third of the time, like some of these AI manufacturing companies are doing, it's like, well, maybe that's going to change the entire dynamic. And so it's, how do you best position yourself?
It was a tough job market, like leaving college too. We both found it pretty quickly though.
Yeah,
To be honest, I think, but
Yeah.
it
I think
was
Kansas City
very,
is a pretty good job market.
yeah,
so.
but it was rough overall, I think.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
getting
think-
back to like AI, I watched that video you sent me of
that was
we're not
impressive.
ready for super intelligence.
Yeah, by 2027.
When do you think AI will take all jobs?
All jobs? I think, well, that's
Because
all
if we're talking about like even blue collar jobs are being taken by robots,
Yeah.
I mean that's, and if an AI is smarter than a white collar worker,
Yeah, because you got AI coding itself now, and coding's like the foundation of everything.
exactly. So it's bound to happen.
2030?
2030. That's fast. That's 5 years away. Less than. I would say like 2035 to 2040.
Well, why?
Because I just don't think AI's moving that fast to be in 5 years, where it takes all jobs.
And the funny thing is I don't know if you saw this, maybe you pointed it out, but like the experts, they're not agreeing or disagreeing on whether it's going to happen.
It's when it's
Yeah, it's just when.
100%.
That's terrifying.
It is terrible.
Because I was thinking like, okay, so what's the job market gonna be like
Yeah. Well,
for like these kids?
not only the job market,
It's the human market
is
gonna be.
terrifying. Yeah, but I was reading that there is a missile now that is completely AI guided. So this is just like the Terminator. You've seen the Terminator movies, Skynet. I don't want to get like too like far fetched, but it is very close to.
I haven't seen Terminator.
Really,
No.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you know that. You know.
I mean, that was a really terrible accident, but
Yeah, that was pitiful.
I should just go jump off a building. Just kidding.
But no, there's AI guided missiles now and drones.
That's-
So that is insane that we're giving that much power to artificial intelligence to
yeah.
wipe out a city.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing of the human race is the perpetuation of life, and that's like what knowledge is. And so, like, this is just end result.
Yeah.
The accumulation.
It is pretty impressive that humans created something that's smarter than them.
I don't think
Us?
so.
You don't think so? I think it's.
I think we're equally stupid and smart at the same time.
That's why I said it was impressive that we created something that's
Oh,
smarter
okay.
than us. Yeah.
See, exactly. It's like I'm.
Basic sense. No, but could you imagine like a civilization that's just like a percentage smarter than us? Because we're 99% similar to apes.
Yeah.
Imagine 1% difference for a higher intelligence.
Yeah,
'Cause, I mean,
dude.
like an ape can't even grasp our easiest idea. Like, hey, pick up this water bottle.
The monkeys can.
No. Dude, just there's no need to argue. An ape can't understand to pick this up.
Have you seen the videos?
Oh my
Dude, have you seen Planet of the Apes? That was a true biographic.
No, like
Fucking-
they can't grasp
yeah.
our easiest idea.
But I mean, it's like what's that one movie, Lucy, with Scarlett Johansson,
Yes, I did. See
where it's like, and granted, this isn't related to real life, but it's like 10 or 10% of their brain. Imagine if you do 15, 20%, like what do you have access to?
Yeah.
But then connecting that back to AI, it's like, I think one of the crazy things that I have, because I'm learning about machine learning and AI right now, because that's the only thing that people are going to be able to do. It's like
Yeah.
the future, like you're going to be able to monitor AI. AI is going to do everything for you, which would be cool because you have that barbell distribution that I think, no, it wasn't that one. It was in that summit where it's like, you had like these big boys like Microsoft, Nvidia, like them, they're supplying the market. And all these middle companies are going to be like, you either, it's a sink or swim. But these smaller companies that can utilize AI, like these startups, these venture VC funds, brands, small brands, that you connect with like 20 to 30,000 people and really help them out.
Yeah.
They're going to thrive because they have all the tools necessary. It's like, it's not like this type of funnel anymore. This type of, I don't have the,
Yeah.
It's a reverse.
Yeah.
It's that sort of, it's not that type of funnel where you have like you have the best at the top.
Right.
It's like you have uneven distributions on either side that balance each other out.
Yeah.
And then one of the questions that you ask with AI, it's like, okay, there's a lot of misunderstanding in AI. Not misunderstanding. A lot of people don't know how it gets to the answers. It kind of seems like magic.
Yeah.
And so a large reason for that video for 2027 that people are scared, it's because it'll get to the point where it'll start telling you what you want to know.
Oh, like lying to you?
Yeah, like not what's actually true.
Yeah.
And you can't detect if it's doing that or
Right,
not.
because you're hearing the response that you want.
Yeah, and it gets so complex with the algorithms. It's going to get to a point where it's going to start asking questions that we never even thought to ask.
Right. Yeah.
And that's going to be when I think it hits super intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's 2030. I think that the competition and kind of the schema, whether you like it or not, that's opening up in the US is kind of priming it for that.
Yeah. 100%.
Like the environment where you're deregulating, you're increasing a bunch of infrastructure to throw
it's just like the arms race, right? Now it's an AI race between foreign powers.
Yeah.
And
I think
the United States.
yeah.
So who's gonna hit that super intelligence first? And by that point, it's way too late.
Yeah, I mean,
because if you can't turn it off, it thinks for itself.
But it'll be cool. I think I saw like the top comment of that YouTube video was they chose now when I became an adult. Or something like that. It's like, this is the world I'm coming into.
Yeah, literally.
It's an adult.
Dude, I know. It's just so different. It's so
a bit like
different from.
Yeah.
And we're not even that old either. Like this is still like
no, but that's
2 decades. Like
I think it'll be interesting though. One of the things that I think AI is going to be like. Okay, so we can talk about pharmaceuticals.
Do you think AI will be able to crack the code of like other diseases that we haven't been able to crack?
Yeah, of course.
And then, like,
because one of the
it
things
comes up with a vaccine where it works indefinitely.
Yeah. One of the things that AI does, and it does with reinforcement learning, is it trains on synthetic data. So it can create its own data and train on it.
Okay.
And so if you take that concept, put it for biomechanics or medicine. It'll just you have these labs that just train, like it'll take data that we've had in the past and data that we're learning on, create synthetic data. Use Monte Carlo simulations or geometric Brownian motion, which is basically like inserting uncertainty into a situation. And it'll use that to train for different pills, for different situations. So for cancers, for like different types of diseases and all that sort of stuff, it'll train for that.
Yeah.
And so instead of you doing like these trials with people, it'll just do these synthetic trials that is based on like reality of what actually has happened. It's going to create crazy technological advances that like we're just not going to be ready for. I mean,
at what point do you think AI makes humans, us, smarter? And then at what point do you think it makes it dumber? I think
it makes you dumb if you don't use it correctly, which is like a non-answer.
No, that's a perfect answer actually. Instead of doing like homework, like in college, instead of doing homework and actually
I'm so glad we didn't have them in bachelor's.
We would.
It was actually a study for tests.
Abuse it. Everyone would abuse it. Everyone does abuse it.
But yeah, it's like if you use it to do, I think it's the point of.
If you use it for like to help you think and get on the right track to answering the question, then that's the right way to use it. But if you ask it the question directly,
like
what is
this
the
for
answer?
Me?
Answer it.
Yeah.
Or I guess you could backtrack and be like, hey, this is the question. How do I get to the correct answer? You're smart enough to understand that.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it too is you learn from various environments in your life. Most of them are where the stakes are real. And one of the things that AI does as well, it's good, it kind of reduces the stakes to know information. Because people before Google had to actually memorize things a lot. And so it's like you talk with a lot of these old people and they have crazy memories.
Mm-hmm.
because it's just how they've been trained.
That's a part of the brain that is less used nowadays.
Yeah,
And
so
there
it's-
has to be some downside to that.
Yeah, and so it's how do you best position yourself, and I think that you can learn, like have learning modes with AI to where it's not gonna like give you the answer directly, but it'll edge you on and kind of ease you in the direction of the answer, and like by having a conversation like you would in real life.
Yeah.
It'll like tease it out of you, and I think that's a better approach. I think it's just all about, it's a tool, it's all about you use it, but I think a lot of people, myself included, I just use it to look up stuff that I don't want to think about.
Right.
And I found myself being like, I don't want to outsource my thinking. That's like that's another thing. It's like, don't outsource the critical thinking that is necessary to live in life.
Yeah.
You have AI and you have books. It's my kind of thinking. Like, you have to use them in relation to one another, because books are slow learning, but they allow you to sit with the information more, and you have to put in an effort to it. The information is,
Yeah, and you retain it better too.
yeah,
So
where you as the fast AI version where you're learning by doing. So it's the perfect complementary system if you use them together.
all right, thanks for watching the Path Podcast. This is episode 5. It was all about AI, so that'll be the title. We actually figured out the title throughout the episode. But yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna have a couple of guests on and next episodes. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you in the next one.
Adios.